Oh my gosh, they changed the title to My Villain Academia. Oh my god. Hey brother, listen. Yeah, freaking be hard. Like, the title of the episode is My Villain Academia, but I didn't think they were going to change like the title itself. That's cool. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 20, My Villain Academia. What the heck? Oh, My Villain Academia. Okay. Last chapter. Oh, was so sad for Eraserhead and President Mike, because they had a friend that died, and that friend was turned into the villain Kurogiri, using that process to make what's it called, the nomus and whatnot. And they basically had a confrontation with him, try to get their friend to tell him what happened to him, sort of where he was when he was transformed and all of that. And the one thing he said was hospital. And then the next thing you see this doctor or whatever doing work on oh my Shigaraki. Oh my goodness. Doing work on Shigaraki. So that's why the episode ended. And the guy was so glad with himself with their accomplishment or whatever. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please go to support on Patreon at patreon.com/filmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. I feel like there's a lot of information. I don't know, because we've been cruising along with the heroes and stuff, and then this episode was like My Villain Academia, and it was all villains. There were no heroes around, and they sort of like started with how we ended last episode with Shigaraki, right? With the experiments and stuff, and then they went back some time ago. I think they said 2 months. Was it 2 months? I don't know. And then they showed basically Kurogiri was telling what's his name, Shigaraki, that All for One has left a power behind for him or something or other like that. And then they went there, and that's where Gigantomaquia showed up. Okay, so it's a preview. Okay. Then, what's his name? Gran Torino. I feel like Gran Torino fought him at one point. Like, I don't quite remember who else was there, but I remember Gran Torino having to deal with Gigantomaquia or something or other like that. But, yeah, so they went there. Gigantomaquia was a bodyguard, I believe they said, of All for One. He has such an admiration or whatever for him, and I'm guessing he was told that Shigaraki was going to be his successor, but he's not accepting that. He feels like Shigaraki is weak. And then the doctor summoned them. Apparently I don't know. The doctor asked Shigaraki about his father and the others, or if they were okay or something like that. I'm like, huh? Father? Like, we haven't seen anything about his background, his family. When he says father or something like that, I'm like, oh, so his people are alive. But then, clearly, it seems like they're not, because based on what All for One said, when All for One found him all curled up and whatnot, and he told him, well, Shigaraki says he doesn't really remember what happened before he met All for One and the doctor, and that his memories were sort of fragmented. And then All for One sort of like, well, was he the doctor? They dropped all these hands, and they were like, okay, those are the hands of the family that you killed, that his powers manifested. And when he touches something, that thing just like crumbles, decays, and all that. So those are the hands of the people that he's killed. I feel like that's suspicious. Like, it might be true, but it's suspicious to me as well. Because if everything you touch is a decay, why would there be a hand there? Shouldn't everything decay? And then he doesn't really remember what happened. Who's to say that All for One didn't kill his family, and it's making it seem that he's the one that did it? I won't put it past All for One to do that. But then it also might be true that Shigaraki is the one that killed his own family, but he did it unknowingly, So it's like, I don't know. And then he said that he felt, like when the hands are on him, he felt good or better or something or other like that or something. And then there's this anger that also surges, and he just hates everything. He wants to destroy everything. I feel like I always say this when it comes to villains or bad guys that want to destroy the world. I'm like, okay, so you destroy the world, and then what? What happens next? That's not a good motivation for a villain to me. I hate the world, so I'm gonna destroy it. I don't know. It's just weird. That's just how I feel about it. So he has this hate for the whole world, and he just wants to get rid of it. And then you had Toga there, it's like, okay, so you're just gonna destroy the people that I love, what I love, and stuff. I can accommodate your wishes in my dream for the world or something or like that. So she got happy with that. So now it's like the doctor, Shigaraki was telling the doctor that he needed his help to achieve his goal and something or other like that. And the doctor is like, I will help you if you get Makia to submit. And they've been fighting Makia, I think it was more than a month. It's been a month that he's been fighting. Oh, hold on a second. That he's been fighting Makia. And they still haven't been able to get him to submit. They did say that he didn't particularly care about the other villains there. He only wanted to defeat. He only cared about Shigaraki and that he could locate him wherever he was. So that's why when this Liberation Army, this Redestro called Shigaraki, they told him how they kidnapped this one person. What was his name again? Giran. That they kidnapped him, and they have satellite on them. They know their location, so if they wanted, they could like signal the heroes, and they would just be rounded up and whatnot. And then he gave them a meeting place to meet there for like an hour. And I'm like, Chiganto, my mind immediately went there. Chiganto Make can locate Shigaraki wherever he was. And they said that he fights for like 48 hours straight, and then he goes to sleep for like 3 hours or something. I don't know. And then he goes back to fighting and stuff. And before, Shigaraki asked the doctor, okay, how long is it gonna take for Makia to wake up? And he's like 2 hours and something. And the meeting place is like an hour. But they said that he could wake up before then if he's disturbed or something or other like that. So they could disturb Giganto Makia, and then he's gonna wake up and do a whole bunch of damage. I wonder, is that what happened at that place? Because there was something on the news, something that happened on the news. Yes?
Why would you get your ice cream?
Because I wanted some. That's a samosa. It's like, you want one?
Is it good?
I like it.
I like it. It doesn't mean it's good.
It's good.
Because you like something doesn't mean it's good.
Okay, whatever, man. I'll add it for myself. The sauce in there, I like the sauce that goes along with it. It's so that 2 of them. So you take one. Do you want to get a little bit of the sauce over there? It's good, right?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need it.
Can you close it for me, please? Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, I was saying something about, there was a news on the TV about something that happened at city. Deika City. Yeah, there was in episode 13. They were like 9 days ago in Deika City. Something happened there. There was a whole lot of destruction. And let me go back. I feel like that's where they were supposed to meet in like an hour. If I remember correctly. Yep. Come to Deika City within the hour. So that is the city. So that's where they're gonna meet, and then Gigantomania is gonna do his thing, and there's gonna be all this damage and whatnot. Okay, and probably after that, because Shigaraki said that he was gonna get Makia to submit after he spent all his energy fighting this 100 and something whatever army, the Liberation Army, or why not? After he's done fighting them, then he's gonna take care of Gigantomachia, right? And get him to submit. So that's the plan. Dabi is not currently with them because when Gigantomachia just first showed up, he used his flames on him, but he wasn't affected in the list. So he's like, you know what? While you guys deal with Gigantomachia, I'm gonna go recruit an ally or something or other like that. The ally meaning Hawks, clearly, because they've been in contact, ever since this season started. And then something before he left, Shigaraki told him something. Oh, okay. I thought it was Shigaraki that told him something, but no, it was the doctor. He told Dabi that he needed his help to, I guess, test a high-end normal, which is probably the one that Endeavor faced at the end of the previous season, when he finally became the number one hero, I guess. So that's where he's going off to. And yeah, was there anything else? I feel like I've been interrupted so many times that I don't require to remember exactly what I talked about and what I didn't talk about. Oh, I love the intro, like when they changed the title card to My Villain Academia. That was cool. I'm just sort of like scrolling through somewhat through the episodes to see if there's something that jumps out at me that I could possibly talk about. Yeah, there's really nothing really to talk about. Destro kidnapped one of the people and then he's asking to meet, and then he's like, you either submit or we destroy you. So they're gonna be meeting in Deika City, and then they're gonna deal with that. I guess that's what we're gonna see the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmini, and you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Y ahora necesito tu respiración, y el peso de tu piel para mi soledad. Decirte que me duele todo.